So if you're thinking about buying a double income property, like a duplex or a dual income property, there's just a couple of things to consider. People buy into the pros of them. Obviously, you can charge higher rent. There's two incomes, one loan. There's going to be higher yields. Probably some tax benefits as well, with like depreciation and more deductions that you'll be able to do because it is dual income. But a lot of the time people don't consider the cons of buying dual income properties. So obviously there's going to be more upfront costs because usually those properties do go for more than what the market is doing in that exact area. But one of the biggest things is that the ongoing costs are going to be a lot more. So you think about insurances, there's now going to be twice the amount of kitchens, twice the amount of bathrooms, there's more potential chances of claims. So that the insurance premiums will be more. The council rates, potentially they, depending on the council around Australia, some councils will actually charge double the council rate, so that's something to consider. And just the ongoing management, property management fees and maintenance of those properties, it can sometimes start to add up. You also got to consider that buying these types of dual income properties, they're not desirable for every type of person. Obviously, they're going to be desirable for some investors and also some families who may have an elderly relative living with them, or maybe they got two families living in under the same house. It can sometimes work, but that doesn't always work for every single person. Not every renter wants to have another family potentially living with them, or is even requires another living area. And not every purchaser or not every person in the market right now is looking for that type of property. So you might have a property that is a lot more than the actual market that the property's in, and less people that are looking for that type of property. So it can sometimes just be a little bit harder to sell, but also sometimes it can be really easy depending on the property. It's just something to consider, that the net position of it is not always as good as you possibly think it is. Once you factor in insurances, council rates, ongoing maintenance, property management fees, etc. And also that the property is only going to be desirable for a certain type of person.